Hey guys, Stealth here, and welcome to Steel Division. This is a 10v10. You can see it's a very, very wide map. We are operating in the blue zone. Red is starting in their zone. This is going to be the meeting line, and my plan is to operate somewhere towards this middle bit. I'm bringing my US armor deck. I'm not sure how effective it's going to be, because this is just as much a challenge for me as it will be for you guys. I may have a bit of experience here and there with Wargame. I don't have that much experience with this game. My plan is to go here. But this is not actually a pretty good technical position. Here then. Okay. So let's plunk down a marker. Tell them I want to go there. I want to have my infantry set up in these buildings so I don't get flanked. So, I'm going to have to use a tank. I'm going to have to get some reconnaissance units. Before I forget those. 1, 2. I want to have a Bofors, and I don't have points for much else. Support's too expensive. Okay, fine, we'll get another recon. So I have an M51, M5A1, an M4A1, a couple of infantry units, and not much else. As for the rest of my team, looks like we got a whole load of infantry going towards this area, some towards the left, and a bunch towards the right. Now this is something that... There's my first mistake. You can give units orders before the game has started, which is something that I sort of forgot. So you get these guys here. I want to have this defensive position, this is my offensive position. And we're going to have these guys... What's the hotkey for that again? Y. Okay, Y there. I'll tell you why there. This Jeep. I'm going to have you move there and then unload. Holding shift, by the way, will allow you to see what the unit's orders are. The Bofors, I'm going to have that thing set up there. Oh, look at the speed of this Jeep off-road. Ouch. That's pretty terrible. Alright, offload here. I'm gonna have the Jeep pushing this way. And the reconnaissance moving up. There's my AA. This is my infantry. And look how the front line is shifting. The front line really is shifting pretty quickly. Now my M5A1, I want to have that on this end. And it looks like we can pretty easily make progress here. Unfortunately, my income is still not good enough. What are you again? Oh, you were an AT gun. Roger that. Contact. On the left. There they are. Okay, time to get my M5A1 set up here. I'm going to have you take care of that town. And where's my tank? My M4A1. Recon there. The other recon here. This recon over there. If I am scrambling, that is because I am. There's my Bofors. I have this Jeep a bit more here. You can see that they seem to have a slight indentation on this end. I want to keep an eye on what exactly that is and what exactly is going on there. So I want to have one cheap unit, or one reconnaissance unit, and one tank, and that's it. A couple of bounces on this tank. Immediately returns fire. You can see it is getting shaken, so this would be a good time to pull it back, because it's only an M5A1. It's not an M4, and this is what I was worried about. The enemy was using a Firefly. Yes, that is a German Firefly unit, and they can be pretty annoying. Alright, scouts get to move on. We are looking at a plus 11, so we are getting points. M4, hold back. I want you to stand by there, the M3 here. Let's see how deep my scouts can go into this terrain before encountering resistance. you over there. And I want to have you pushing forward. There's the vehicle again. Unfortunately, you cannot quite see him. Holding C will tell you exactly what a unit can see. So, from this position, he cannot see anything on the left of it. Which is rather terrible. Time to get out now. Oh, actually, never mind. You are a transport that already dropped off the infantry.
Yes, sir.
If I can get to that town, that would be a nice conquering. But it looks like that's not going to happen. Unit moving around there. Let's see what these scouts can find. Then I want to have this M5A1 take up a defensive position along this line. I also want to have an anti-tank gun there. You never know. And I would like some cheaper anti-air, which can also double as a suppressive anti-infantry unit. So far it seems pretty quiet. How is this thing hit? Are you telling me it's hiding in there? Okay, it is hidden. And it was taking aim at someone. Yep, right there. I think I got them. It said destroy, but I'm not 100% on that. This gun has a pretty good field of fire across the entire field. Nothing towards the front, slightly towards the right, but it's this field that I want to keep safe. That's the main objective here. Let's get another infantry group.
We're listening.
Stadstruppen captured. Where? Where do we capture troops?
I have nothing else planned for this afternoon.
Now, let's see, from over here we have a pretty good position, so move there. This holding down C is going to be very, very valuable. I'm going to move this anti-tank gun to this position. I'm going to move the infantry up a bit more to see if I can capture that building there. As for my Bofors, see, my Bofors is in a terrible position as it is, because it doesn't have any line of sight anywhere. So this would be a better position for him. Looks like we're engaging infantry. It's a two-way fight. This unit is engaged, and you can see that it is getting more and more worried as this fight continues. I'm not sure if it died, but I'm assuming that it didn't. But I will definitely need a tank on this end, because my anti-tank gun might not do the trick. There you go, he's backing off. He's stressed. We are still in control 53% of the map, so it's still pretty nice for our side. Offload the AT gun. AT gun taking aim. SPW-222 took ooh, that thing took a big hit. That thing took a really big hit. Do it again. Missed. But he's shaken. I guess we won't be seeing him for a while. See if we can wrap him up. Hit. He's falling back. Moving up.
I have nothing else planned for this afternoon.
I'm gonna have my infantry move up along this tree line.
What are our orders, sir?
These from over here have a slightly better field of fire.
Give us a clear line of sight.
That's, I think, a Befehlpanzer, which means a command tank. Now, I don't have any AA solution or any anti-tank nearby. As you can see, I'm still playing this very, very defensively. If you catch me playing this game in, let's say, half a year's time, it might be completely different. Let's see, phase B ends in little under 2 minutes.
Yes?
Oh, recon troopers.
Let's go and look for Jerry. Enemy spotted. At your orders, sir.
Move up a bit more.
Taxi ready.
Scouts move up. There's no buildings here, unfortunately. And you are too far away. I believe I did call in a tank, and yes, here it is. These guys are trying to suppress the spare troop, which means reconnaissance troop. They're down to one guy. Come on. Pinned down. Now at this stage I need to be a bit careful with my tank, because it seems that the other guys are pushing back. From over here we might be able to get a shot at those tanks. Offload. Get the infantry to back up the scouts. Command of 54% of the zone. And we have a P-38 and Lightning, that's ours. Let's see, where's my tank? Here. Keep going. See just how far we can make it through this line. Now, take note that I'm saving up some of my points. I have 306. In wargame strategy, you'd normally say, well, you have too many points saved up. This is not handy, and you should be spending more because you don't have enough units. I am doing this intentionally to make sure that I have enough units for Phase B, or enough points for Phase B. Now, if this works, I might be able to encircle this group, cutting them off. There we go, we're in Phase B. Time to get a M4, A3. The infantry's not doing very well. It looks, however, like this group does not have the capacity to take on my M5A1. I'm almost cutting them off. A bit more. An engineer group. And I want to have a sporting 50 cal Jeep. The rifle troop has been killed off. But this spare troop really doesn't have anything on me. Destroyed. And I immediately, once this guy goes, will push up a lot of terrain. Look at that. That's what I wanted to see. There's another unit. Now, time to keep this terrain as long as I can. Not exactly sure what we're dealing with here, but the HT is taking the brunt of it. Looks like they hit. There's my tank. There's my M4. I have another anti-tank gun on this end. Because this is nice and open field, very easy to hit. Oh, the M5A1's been killed off. And it looks like the enemy is also bringing in better armor. At this point, I don't really have that much that can deal with these things. Hold here. With tank guns, you really need to keep an eye on how far they can go. Let's see, what's the stats on this gun? Range, 1,000 meters. They are currently at about 1,300. Let's get another tank in here. We are a tank deck after all. Or a tank battle group, if you want to be official about it. See if I can keep putting pressure on this guy a bit more. Take back a bit more of the terrain.
I have nothing else planned for this afternoon. Ready, sir.
He's in an okay position, but I think we can go better. Okay, we got a Command Panzer II. Firefly. That ain't good. Hold up. We're gonna need the M4A3 for this job. 11 frontal armor. My gun can do 11, but it is almost a stretch. What I can do is save up for the Lightning and try to get that thing in. The problem is that that enemy tank has an AP of 17 and immediately damaged the transmission on this tank. So this one is currently in a lot of trouble. I'm going to try and call in my Lightning, and it won't kill the tank, but it will suppress him. Oh dear, looks like Villas is out for blood. Bringing in a lot of reinforcements from his position. You can see the front lines being pushed back pretty quickly. Hold.
This is where you get off.
Get the gun ready. Firefly. Oh dear. He's falling back. He did deliver the ordnance. And the Firefly is immediately panicked.
Be ready.
Now the aircraft, I have no idea how well it is doing. I know it's going to need repairs, I can guarantee you that much.
Primed and ready.
But how much is unsure. And I'm now pushing back this tank using the anti-tank gun. So time to bring in another cheaper tank, a command tank, so that these guys are not that likely to panic. Nice one. Ammo explosion. That was probably the command panzer.
Stay on alert, men.
I'm gonna go here. This is perfect positioning for this unit.
Carried away, sir.
There's my sport jeep. Here's the other tank gun. Oh, these guys are not meant to take fire. At all.
Ready, sir.
They're stressed. He's falling back. So for now, we can keep them at bay, but I'm not sure how long that's going to be true. Let's get some more infantry groups in here, and another anti-tank gun. So these things seem to be doing good work. I'm just not sure how long they can keep that up.
Everybody out.
Oh, hello. We're awful close. The other anti-tank gun is now taking aim at this transport. And there is a command panzer Mark IV. It seems to be doing some damage, but not as much, and it just took out my gun.
Ready, sir.
The Lightning is still reloading. Reloading is not always that accurate. Because, yes, I am reloading. I'll grant you that much. But at the same time,
What's up, sir?
I'm also being repaired. So it's not just reloading that's going on there.
At your orders.
Keep this building.
Not the reason why. There's but the do and die.
There we go.
Waiting for orders.
Ooh, these guys are coming awful close to my scouts. Yak Panzer IV and the Command Panzer IV. I captured something? Maybe that wasn't my doing. Okay, get the gun to move up. Get the tank to move up. We have a target, but this bit of terrain is causing for all sorts of interference.
Where are we headed?
Pull back. Get the building. Time to bring in some arty. I want to have a priest. Legend 27 has been defeated. Who is that? Red. That's Red 4.
Yes, sir.
Okay, do not push up. Because their position here is way too strong for me to move into. They have a Firefly, they have a Yak Panzer, and a support vehicle. There's the priest. Priest has a range 2,400 meters. You're gonna need to get quite a bit closer. Wow, they somehow have not been able to get my scouts. Interesting. I thought the scouts were done for.
We're listening.
Talking of scouts, you need to move up a bit.
Plan for this afternoon.
And this is my AA gun. There's my M5.
What's up, sir?
My anti-tank gun still has absolutely no line of sight. There.
Moving the guns, sir.
This would be a far better position. I'm waiting for the lightning to come off standby so I can hit this position. You can see there's quite a lot of AA going up at them. There's an AA gun. And look at the progress that they're making on the left. This is clearly an infantry deck. You can see that because the sheer amount of infantry that they have, that is rather significant. And at this point they have pushed in their own fighter to deal with the typhoon that we have. So far, not that successful yet. another priest. And I want to have a support unit here. I have a Scot on this position. Fire when ready. That was close. This unit now thinks it's pinned down. I might get a side shot on it if I get lucky. Nope, he switched to the front. Bounced. Great. Here's the artillery. Nothing that effective just yet. This gun's done for. Yeah, he's dead. I'm gonna need to get a few better guns on this end if I want to hold on to that position. Let's get one of those. Oh, hello. Infantry out in the open. Risky play. Right about there. There's my other priest. Seems that they're pushing on this position pretty damn aggressively as well. Now I can still see them, but only just. Keep moving. That's the Scot. I want to have you here. Mortar standing by. Give me another tank. Maybe a support tank, though. I think we can deal with infantry. We still have a Befehlt Panzer on the right. We have what seems to be an AA gun over there, but it's out of range. What, you're billed out? Okay. Oh, these guys are too far away. I can't get another anti-tank on, though. And I want to absolutely hold on to this bit. Oh, look. More infantry moving around. Anti-tank gun opening up. Close enough. Yep. He just got panicked. Fire again. But at this point we don't have a shot. My angle towards there is very narrow. I did have another tank here somewhere. Command M4A1. I can easily wipe out that guy, but the other one might be a problem. He's already worried. Bounced again. So at this point my reconnaissance isn't good enough because I don't know what I'm dealing with. And he took up my AT gun. Let's go for that one. And give me a general barrage there. And it is now phase C, so I can also call in my phase C units. Wow, these guys are getting awful aggressive. Yeah, I don't think that that's going to be too impressive. If at all. I'm going to keep these guys at bay. This one immediately took a good mortar hit, and this is pretty much where I wanted the other mortar to land. The one that I need to kill is that reconnaissance unit. Come on, lightning. Hit him. Bombs going in. That's their reconnaissance vehicle dead. Then they still have a command panzer, which instantly wiped out my tank. My P-Lightning made it out. It's evacing. We have to go a bit further. Offload. Artillery fire is now suppressing these tanks. They seem to be doing a good job at it, but they're already suppressing my tank, or my AT gun there. Problem. Look at that, that's the Bofors. Trying to suppress the infantry. They're completely pinned down. Offload. Keep eyes on this ground. See what's going on. Unfortunately, I don't have anything else that I can field to go after these tanks. That's a problem. Because these things have 14 penetration and 8 frontal armor. The best thing that I have is 11 frontal armor, which means that their penetration is enough. This one's even worse with 14 frontal armor, meaning that I won't be able to penetrate it with my tank. And since we're fresh out of AT guns, I won't really have a way to easily get that thing killed.
Let's have a look around. Ready to fire. Adjusting on target.
Unfortunately, the artillery seems to be doing an admirable job at keeping them at bay. And I'm hoping that the left flank can push far enough so that we can slowly but steadily start to encircle these guys.
Sir, yes, sir.
And in the meanwhile, I can bring in some more tanks. Because while you might be arguing that this tank is not capable of killing the vehicle, that is true at maximum range. If you get closer to a unit, it becomes so that you can actually do damage against them. So that is something that I'm going to be working on, getting closer. And for that I will also need a bit of artillery. I'm going to need 2 of these. They see me yet? Not sure, but I want to kill those off before they see me. I don't think they're able to spot my guys yet. Looks like the Befehlspanzer's coming in again, albeit shaken. These guys are now getting very worried about the safety of their position, which they should be. Completely shaken. They might be able to see my M4A3 though. Yep, pinned down. Can you kill them off? Not quite. Jesus, still alive? There we go. Out of action. Alright. Got these things hotkeyed. Looks like they are keeping their distance. For now. But that might change. Looks like they're pushing forward again. If they are going to push forward, then I welcome them, but I will suppress the area with mortar fire. Or howitzer fire. Range, currently 1,000 meters. Oh, they finally found him. They finally found him. Took you long enough. He's getting worried again. Damn, these guys barely have any range. 1,200 meter range? On a mortar? That's the same as a tank, silly. Get some more tanks. 2 jumbos. That thing has 21 units of armor on the front. Its gun isn't amazing, I'll grant you that, but the rest of it should be good enough. Now at this point I'm getting really worried about this tank. So I'm going to deploy smoke. To keep this tank alive. Unfortunately, I have nothing short of that tank and the one over here that might be able to do anything. And since my scouts are now inside the smoke screen, I just went blind.
Yes, sir. Go back.
Okay, let's get the command tank. The command. This is the. No, it's not the command tank. Let's bring in a command unit. Command M5A1. We have 11 minutes left on the match. We have 57% of map control. We can suppress this guy, potentially kill him. Afklaar destroyed. Nice shooting. Well done, Dan. Where's my tanks? Got 2 more here. And here are the jumbos. These guys are awful close to my infantry. Alright, you're calm. But from over here you wouldn't be able to see them. So I'm going to have to go all the way over there if I want to kill that vehicle. Okay. Yarmungand has left the game. That's another red. By the way, on this table where you see the teams here on the right, you can also see how much division or how much income each division has. So I have 150 plus something. I'm not exactly sure why it says plus 180, but I have this much income. If you're looking at, for example, this group, which is an infantry group, it doesn't have that much income. It's going to have to contend with something less. Push up a bit further with my scouts. Hold off. There they are. It looks like they are backing off, but they're doing it such that I might be able to get a perfect side shot on them. So this would be a good time to strike. Already firing. The lightning is already refueling. Give me some more artillery, please. Calliope. It's not pretty, but it works like a charm. Oh, almost in range. Almost. Now you see that range? That's the range of the command tank. That's how far the command tank can see, as it were. Calm. I want to get these guys once and for all. He's firing. I can put up a smoke screen in front of these tanks if I so need to, but I would rather not. Bloody hell, maybe I should. Maybe I should have. Here comes the lightning again. Come on. Stun them. Falling back. Now we have a better chance of killing them. But this thing just doesn't have the firepower to do so. My lightning unfortunately got shot down. That's my one mortar. There's my other jumbo. 50 cal jeeps. They're sending in a reconnaissance aircraft of their own. Bofors is wiping it out. Let's get a few more AA guns in here. And I'll have a few more tanks. Look at that! Spitfire patrol. Aircraft down. It bounces. That's a kill, I think. See, the problem is I bounce on him and he bounces on me. Crew is knocked out though. Alright, at this point I do want to have a smoke screen. Because this jumbo is not doing very well. By the way, in case you're using hotkeys, I have G So that's Gulf. What? I captured a Stook? Or we in general captured a Stook? Never mind. I have G set up as the reverse key, so that a unit is not going to simply show its ass to the enemy and then drive off. I have it set up so that this one is going to be reversing, and the smoke screen is B. That's the hotkey. Bravo. Now blue has a pretty good lead here. We're getting 30 points, but the enemy team has gotten more kills. Okay. So my initial expectation was a bit wrong. This is what I suppose you could call a combination of destruction and conquest at the same time. So they have more kills out of 25,000 points. We have much more map, and this is going to get us more income. Let's see, the more they have control of the map, the more bonus income they draw. So my 150 plus 30, that's how I'm getting to the 180. As you can see, I am still learning the game myself. What is that? Hold on the jumbo. So map control on a map like this will get you more points. But the enemy team, or will get you more income I should say, but the enemy team has more points. They have 11,000 versus 15,000 on our end. So what I need to do now is make sure I don't lose any further units. And I think that my other mortar just got killed off. Bofors immediately takes aim at something and gets fired at in the meanwhile. Holy hell, look at the force combination here of Villas. Get out of here, you're too far. Come on. You can still see the corpse of the other tanker. Damn it, I lost my AA gun. They still have that Firefly that's pushing up. And my mortar my priest number 1 got killed off. The second priest is out of ammo. And they are pushing on all accounts. Unfortunately, this position still has turbo line of sight. Yep, they are pushing absolutely everywhere. Get out of here. Oops, that was another AA gun. That was the Bofors that I moved up. Jeep's falling back. Jumbo, don't do anything silly about it. Don't do it. These guys are just out of range. 19, so say 20,000 points versus 15. 2 minutes left. Yeah, we don't have any chance of winning this anymore. Calliope, out of range. What is your range? 1,300 meters. Now this unfortunately doesn't show me what kind of tier unit this is. So it doesn't show me what time of the game they can call it in. What I can tell you is that a Yak Panzer IV is tough to defeat with a US armor group. And a Panther G is worse. Because he just took out a jumbo. Moreover, we're being shelled. My jumbos are still alive, but only just. Panther, lost them for a 3. You're out of ammo. I don't have any quick response forces at the moment. Get out of here. You, Calliope, you can fire. fuel explosion. That's the other jumbo dead. Yeah, I'm probably going to go far, far negative this time. Oh, one of the jumbos survived. My bad. Now, I should have used more infantry. Infantry can help out, and I probably should bring a few more AT guns in this deck in general. Because the amount of anti-tank that I have and the type of guns that I do have are not enough. They simply don't have enough firepower to deal with units that are as heavily armored as the Panther G, such as at 13 armor. This one can penetrate it, but only just. Oh, we got one. But these guys are a bigger issue. 14 armor. Then there was... Can't quite see it at the moment. There's the guy with the 14 armor, I think. 15. Yep, lost another tank. These guys did really well, the way that he pushed back. Phyllis. Calliope seems to still try to fire, but to no extent. Alright. So, let's see what the damage is. Holy shit, look at that. I didn't went negative just a bit, I went negative a whole lot. 613 points in kills versus 3,000 losses. I did get a decent amount of points, which means I was pushing pretty far, but I lost a lot of units in the process. So this is something that I really, really need to work on. As for the losses that I got, these are my victims and these are the shooters, so these are the units that killed me. Look at the Jagdpanzer. M3, M5, M4, more M5s. And the second Jagdpanzer as well. I need to do something about my deck so that it can contend with Jagdpanzers, as well as the Firefly, which also has a lot of armor. My kills mainly came from tanks, by the looks of it. Command M5A1, M4A3, M1 gun, stuff like that. So, what I'm going to do, change the deck. Let's see, leave this one, back, battle groups, alpha deck. Now the amount of tanks that I have might be a bit silly. I don't need that many, so I'm going to delete one of these command tanks. And the best gun that I have penetrates 13 points of armor. That is the absolute best that the tanks can get. So the tank is no longer the ideal tank killer. For anti-tanks, the best I can get is 14. Which is definitely more interesting, but still cutting it pretty close. As for infantry, the amount of damage that a standard group can do is not that much. It says that this thing is an anti-tank weapon. It's a powerful weapon, useful only at close range, but usually with deadly effect. You need to get your infantry within 200 meters of a unit if you want to use this. So that's not really good enough. Unit that I didn't use was the Grasshopper. The problem is that this deck does not get any anti-tank units which are airborne. Some decks do. Let's see, this is... yeah, it's all HE. This deck does not get any anti-tank weaponry mounted on aircraft. So I don't really need to be paying too much attention to this. What I would like is another bomber or something that can suppress enemy infantry. And I think that for that the Thunderbolt would be a nice weapon, because with those rockets it can do a decent amount of damage. As for further changes, I don't really know. I don't really know. I think that this deck is going to have to rely on larger swarms of tanks and infantry, with some backup from the anti-tank guns, but I played it this time like it was an anti-tank deck. Like it was built around the anti-tank tab. That seemed to be the most important unit that I had. So there's still a lot to be changed there for me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this first gameplay of Steel Division. As you can see, I am still rather terrible at the game at this point, and I'm going to be playing quite a lot over the next few days to improve that. And hopefully get you some more gameplay where I don't lose as badly as I did. For now, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what your thoughts are on the game so far. Any comments are appreciated on how I can improve the deck or my gameplay. And other than that, I look forward to seeing you in another video. I'll see you soon.